All right, let's move on to Vice President Joe Biden, who has received his share of guff for some of the comments that he's made. This one might be the kicker. This is a quote from Joe Biden regarding the Chinese children.
China's
one child per family policy. Quote, "You have no safety net. Your policy has been one which I fully understand. I'm not second guessing of one child per family. The result being that you're in a position where one wage earner will be taking care of 4 retired people. Not sustainable." Laura?
Not sustainable. So I guess we should then conclude that because we have difficult economic conditions here in our country, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for someone to propose this in the United States. I mean, here's where we have a chance to make a real statement, right? A real moral and common sense statement about freedom, individual freedom and liberty. And he goes over to China, and a couple of days ago he talked about how offended he was. He was offended by something. He was offended by people who make fun of other people who stutter. Okay, well, I understand that. That's a mean thing for anyone to do, and it's horrible, but probably not as horrible as actually exterminating hundreds of thousands of little girls in the womb because you have a one-child policy, or little boys in the womb because you have a one-child policy. So, again, America looks foolish on the international stage, and the Chinese are undoubtedly laughing at us because they have a lapdog in Vice President Biden, and it's embarrassing to the American public.
There he is pictured with a sumo wrestler. Yeah, and I thought Joe Biden was pro-choice, and he comes out and, I understand your one-child policy. It's not like the Chinese couples are choosing the size of their family. They're forced to have abortions. They are forced to be sterilized. And he understands the policy.
No, he understands it. And also, look, you know, he's a Catholic, and he's Roman Catholic. And all of us who, try to live up to the standards we set for ourselves, I think are watching this play out and thinking, on the one hand, it's funny. On the other hand, there are human lives on the line. And this is where a lot of the pro-life folks around the country and around the world think this is all going anyway, to control the population. There are a lot of undesirables who are breeding out there, and that's what Margaret Sanger was all about when she founded Planned Parenthood. So that was the part of the Planned Parenthood mantra from the beginning, control the undesirables, and that's what China has been doing.
And keep in mind, there's a lot of Chinese people who aren't for the one-child policy, so he might have endeared himself to the people. The other thing is, Mark Stein just wrote a book saying that our greatest hope against China is the fact that they have a one-child policy. They're going to run out of ways to procreate.
Yeah, well, and I must say that the president is making this big push for the Latino vote, right, out there, and backdoor amnesty and so forth. I wonder what the very religious Latino population in the United States is going to think about the vice president basically saying it's okay to have government control of childbirth. I wonder what they're going to think about this, because they're very religious people.
It's a story that they're not talking about on the mainstream media, but we are today, and you will be on your radio show. Laura Ingraham, we thank you very much for dropping by.
Thanks,
have a great day down in D.C.
Sorry about that pause. But don't I blend in with the TV sets behind me with this dress? What am I doing with this?
You really did. Too many days off.
She's in camouflage.
Thanks,
thank you.
Bye.